Well, Conor, it's been a free week on the training pitch for this week. There was an in-house game. You got some minutes in that. For you now, it's all about building up so you're ready and raring to go again when you're called upon.
Yeah, it was my first 90 minutes. I know it was only in-house, but it was my first 90 minutes in the best part of 11 months. So I felt the aches and pains a couple of days after it and still do now. But like I say, I've missed that feeling and I can't wait to get my first proper 90 minutes.
In an interview that you've done in the programme that's going out tomorrow, you talk about that feeling of walking out of that tunnel at Salford. Just describe what it's taken you mentally and physically to get to that point, because you've had to go through an awful lot to get where you are now.
It's been tough. I've been pretty lucky. I've not really had many blips along the way. It's been pretty smooth sailing. Like I say, I've dedicated my life to the last 9, 10, 11 months, getting in the training ground at 7 a.m. and leaving at 4s and 5s. So it's taken a lot, but like I say, I feel like it's made me mentally stronger. It's made me realise what football means to me. Physically, I'm probably in the best condition I've been in my life. So, like I say, I'm all roads ahead and looking forward to it.
I think you said that to us just after you got back on the grass as well a couple of months ago, and you got to that point and you realised then that you'd done a lot of hard work, but now it was all about taking that step up, and you've clearly done that now to get you back to this point where you are back involved.
Well, the hardest part is getting match fit and match sharp, getting back to where you want to be. You know, it's not going to happen overnight. I understand that myself. I started on Tuesday night against Salford. Obviously, I know I wasn't going to be able to turn the magic switch on and be as good as I was 11 months ago, say. So it is going to take time. I completely understand that, and I've got to buy into that. But it is, like I say, I'm chipping away at it and trying to get as sharp and match ready as I can for when I'm called upon.
You mentioned again in the interview you did with Paul in the programme about the dressing room and the support you've had there, and somebody else who's going through it at the moment, Jack Earing, you know, he'll have the same support that you had, won't he, because of how strong a relationship everybody's got in this group.
Well, as soon as Jez got injured, all the boys that had been through it were around him straight away, you know what I mean? Like, the staff didn't want us around him on the pitch because obviously we knew it was quite serious, but I wanted to be by his side. Like I say, it was reciprocated when they scored and I was having an operation. Jez held my shirt up, so that is what the change room is like. And I took Jez in for a couple of nights with me just so he wasn't on his own, so he had someone to be around, someone to relate to. And like I say, I was hoping that made him feel a little bit better, and hopefully it did. And like I say, he's got his surgery coming up soon, and then hopefully he can have the same sort of journey I've had.
The medical staff here are fantastic, Ellie and you, and they've helped, you know, yourself and Labs get back to where you both are now. So, you know, they're fantastic, aren't they?
They're good, yeah. Like I say, they've been unlucky because we've had so many injuries or long-term injuries just from little things, and like I say, you couldn't write it. Like, it's just like buying a lottery ticket. I'd say it's been that unfortunate for us, or that rare. So they've done their fair share, and I'm sure they're going to keep doing it. Yeah.
Back up to this weekend against one of your former sides. They're flying at the moment, top of the league. I think it's 19 clean sheets in 30 games. But we went up against Northampton last week. You know, similar type of system. You know, they're very robust at the back. So it's going to be one of those where it's going to be another close, competitive game.
Well, Northampton was stubborn last week. We lack creativity as a team. I feel like we walked off the pitch thinking we could have walked away with 3 points there. So it was a point gained, but some of us felt like 2 points lost, because it did feel like the second half we were the better team. We did deserve to come away, because I didn't feel like they looked like scoring, but obviously we had a couple of half chances towards the end of the game, and we did try and start playing a little bit. But like you say, Saturday it's going to be tough. We've got to show them respect, but not too much respect. Like you say, they are where they are because they know how to win games, and they've probably got with us one of the best back lines in the league. So it's going to be another stubborn game. I reckon it's going to be a game that could only be 1 or 2 goals in it, and hopefully it's us that gets some goals.
Yeah, and we're quite strong at home, aren't we? So we'll have to try and use that to our advantage and get the crowd behind us like they've been all season.
Well, we can't. That's one thing we can't fault is the crowds we've been getting. Like you say, they have really and truly been our 12th man, and they've been pushing us along the way. And even from warming up at the start of the game to the end of the game, we feel the atmosphere in it, and it does help you as players. You know what I mean? You do want your home team behind you, and it does carry you through.